There's a moment in this scene from the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer that feels different. Not just because of what's said, but because of how everything around it is arranged. The lighting, the framing, even where people stand. It starts to feel like something is shifting. This is Beneath the Frame, where we take a closer look at how film creates deeper meaning. For most of this episode, Buffy has been trying to prove something, trying to meet expectations, trying to fit into a structure that's been defined for her. But toward the end of the episode, and especially in this scene, it starts to feel like that structure changes. Or maybe, like she sees it differently. Before anything is said, there's a small moment that's easy to miss. Buffy is holding a sword, and for just a second, she looks into it. Not at it, but into it. The surface is polished, reflective, a weapon, something usually associated with violence, with force, even with death. But in her hands, it feels different. Quiet, controlled, almost calming. And instead of directing that power outward, she turns it inward. It almost feels like she's checking something. Not the weapon itself, but what it shows her. Perhaps this is where something shifts. Not in what she can do, but in how she understands it. As the scene continues, the space around her starts to feel different. Behind Buffy, there are lights, arranged in a loose circle. And at certain moments, when she stops, they align above her head. It creates a shape that feels familiar, almost like a halo, especially when paired with a white coat. The stillness, the way she holds herself in the space, the image begins to feel almost angelic. But that feeling doesn't extend to the rest of the room. The Watchers' Council also have light above them, but it's different. Cut through by objects in the frame. Indirect. It doesn't settle the same way. It feels interrupted, disconnected. And that difference extends beyond the lighting. Buffy is often framed from a low angle, giving her a sense of presence. Quentin is often seen from above, diminished. Giles stands at eye level, steady, grounded, even as he's pushed to the edge of the room behind Quentin. And then there's everyone else. Anya, Xander, Willow, Tara, separated from the scene, framed behind a metal railing, contained, almost caged, but at the same time, they're positioned above it, and often seen from below. Elevated, important, present in a way the Council doesn't seem to recognize. It starts to feel like the scene is organizing something, not just who has authority, but who is aligned with it. And then, Buffy sets the sword down. She removes her white coat. The visual language of authority, almost suggesting something closer to the divine, is there, but she doesn't hold on to it. She stands over Quentin, clearly in control of the moment, but when he agrees to her proposition, she sits. She lowers herself, not because she has to or she has less power, but because she doesn't need or want to remain above him. And in that moment, it starts to feel like power here changes shape. It isn't something she uses to dominate, but something she opens, something she invites others into her space, into her process, into her fight. It begins to feel less like authority and more like connection. And then the scene shifts again. Quentin tells her what glory is. A god.
Long day, sweetie?
And suddenly, everything we've just seen feels smaller. The hierarchy changes. If Buffy has been framed as something elevated, something aligned, something that begins to feel almost angelic, then this introduces something beyond that. A level above. A god. A different kind of power entirely. And it creates a new kind of tension. Not just whether Buffy is strong enough, but whether this kind of alignment is enough. Throughout this scene, power isn't just shown. It's arranged, framed, reflected, shared. And I'm curious, when you watch this moment, does it feel like Buffy is becoming more powerful? Or like she's starting to understand what that power really is beneath the frame?